cactus are blooming, spring is in the air, and a crystal clear spring creek runs through this rugged canyon. It's full of trout, and we are gonna have an incredible day today. Welcome to another Flicky Flies film. We're gonna start with a dry fly today. I was walking past some less juicy looking holes on the way up here, and actually saw one fish rise. Let's give it a shot at least, make some casts for a little while, and see if we can get any fish to come to the surface for us. That would certainly be fun. It's the beginning of May, it's a nice warm day, and it's definitely a possibility. Nothing right off the bat here. The water looks very, very nice. The current kind of runs right along this cliffside here, and that's where the bubble trail follows as well. You'd think there'd be some fish held up in there. Looks to be about, I'd say, 2 to 3 feet deep. The fly that I'm using to start with here is a size 14 hippie stomper. This fly has really good flotation. It's just small enough that it kind of imitates like a smaller grasshopper. It's not as much of a turnoff as like a bigger chubby Chernobyl, but it's certainly not a tiny mayfly impression either. I've got a hunch that this might not work out too well for us. I think we might be changing flies here, but I'm gonna give it a good college try, give it maybe 10-15 more minutes. We'll keep searching around, and hopefully we'll end up getting a fish on it. If not, we got plenty of flies in the fly box, that's for sure. Yeah, it didn't happen for us in this hole. Let's move up just around the bend here, and we'll try the next one. Nice cover in here. We've got a fallen tree right at the tail out, and a nice slack eddy on the far side. With this Tenkara rod, we can of course get our rod way up out over the rapids here, and really let our dry fly linger in this far eddy. I'm letting it swing back here, almost kind of working it a little bit back upstream, giving it some life, some movement. Sometimes that's what it takes, get fish moving for a fly on the surface, but it is really not happening for us right now. Oh, I just saw a fish rise, right here, right in front of me. Kind of right in the shallow water, in the moving water. Let's make some drifts over his head. Okay, it's over right now. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was a real splashy rise. Not necessarily like right on the surface. Could have been hitting something just subsurface, something emerging perhaps. That shows us that there's definitely some fish down here, and they're just not interested in this hippie stomper right now. It's not too windy. I hate to give up on the dry flies already, but let's switch up to a little nymph rig. I'm gonna put a single rainbow warrior on and nymph it through nice and delicately in these windless conditions. And I think we should be able to pick up some fish that way. Absolutely. I'm eager to keep exploring, but let's run this rainbow warrior through this pool real quick and see if our theory proves true here. See if there are some willing fish in here that just didn't want to eat that dry. There we go. Right into that tree right away. Oh, and he popped off. Well, that's the danger of fishing with a tree right below the pool. That guy just took off downstream, got tangled around there, and I can see he popped off. I can see my fly in the stick. So, hey, they bit the rainbow, so that's a good sign. Let's keep moving up and find new waters, catch some fish. It's awesome out here, though. Absolutely prime hole here. The wind unfortunately is picking up a little bit, but I think we can still make it work. Just gonna slowly work my way up through the tail out here, up to the best looking stuff, which is definitely up at the top. Looks nice and deep. There's definitely some fish hanging out in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that feels so good. Yes. Not a big fish, but first solid hookup other than that one in the last pool, which just schooled me immediately in the tree. There we go. All right. Oop, there was a hit right there. I was just about to say we're gonna find some fish here. Massive boulder off to the right. Classic trout setup. Nice deep pocket there. There was another hit. Oh, another one. It's gonna happen. There we go. There we go. A little nicer fish here. Woo! Nice feisty rainbow. Oh man, this is so cool. Catching fish in this beautiful desert canyon. Beautiful spring day, beautiful fish. I am happy. There we go. Yes. There we go. Right up at the head of the pool there, right as the rapids kind of start dropping down into the deeper water. Looks to be another nice rainbow. We're gonna back him out of the pool here and get him on our net. Oh, it's a nice little brown actually. Spoke too soon. Yes, first brown of the day. Beautiful. Looks like he's got some nice markings as well. Come here, my friend. Oh yeah, pretty fish. Very cool. Well, I think it's high time for some lunch. We've got some pretzels, parm crisps, dark chocolate, Granny Smith apples, protein bars, some homemade trail mix, and the star of the show, some Indian vegetarian chana masala. I'm gonna heat that up to start, and we'll see where it goes from there. Got the MSR Pocket Rocket today, just a nice little small backpacking stove, some propane of course, a little titanium pot, and a lighter. We're gonna dump that chana masala in here and we'll be eating in no time. I'm pretty dang hungry. I brought a little bit of this Melinda's black truffle hot sauce. It's got just a little touch of truffle, nice spice level, really good stuff. This cool company out of Canada, Saluk 46, actually sent me this carbon fiber pot lifter. Check that bad boy out. This ultralight titanium pot doesn't have a handle, so you can just use this guy. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description if you'd like to check this one out yourself. But it's definitely lightweight, but it's solid. This is their full-size one, and you can lift a decent amount of weight, especially like in an ultralight backpacking context. Definitely a cool product. I make this trail mix myself, and I would put it up against any store-bought trail mix. This bad boy, man, I do not get tired of it. We got some lightly salted almonds, some pistachios, some unsweetened cranberries, some honey sesame cashews, and dark chocolate. Dude, I can gobble this down without getting sick of it. It's the best combo. It's the best combo of trail mix that I have ever found. Do you guys have your own personal flavor of trail mix that you like to make and bring along with you while you're fishing or camping? Let me know. I'm always looking for some new recipes, but with that said, you can't beat this one. So I'm eating my lunch, and I keep hearing this rustling, really distinct and quite loud rustling, kind of running through the grass. There's kind of a lot of beaver activity around here. I thought, oh, maybe like a beaver. I saw a groundhog earlier. Maybe it's a groundhog. No, it turns out it is like a lizard breeding battle arena here where I set up to eat lunch. There are large, like male, colorful, badass lizards that are like running through this area. They're jumping up on logs. They're doing push-ups kind of to show their dominance to the other lizards in the area. And man, they're just running around everywhere, chasing each other, and it's pretty cool. I really love herps, which are basically just an inclusive term for reptiles and amphibians. And I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe I'd see some snakes today. It's a nice spring day, you know, perfect for these cold-blooded animals to kind of get a move on. I haven't seen any snakes yet, but these lizards are really amusing, and definitely a cool sight. Alrighty then, that's enough lunch and lizards for now. Let's get back into the water and find us some more fish. This one's deceptively deep up at the head here. Maybe one of the deeper pools I've come across yet. Kind of a tricky, relatively calm tail out, relatively calm pool overall. So I'm trying to move nice and slow, hoping to not spook these fish. Here we go, we're in good range now. I like this cast a lot. I like this cast a lot. Come on. Nothing. Moving up just a bit more here. I'm using the Tenkara Rodco Teton Zoom today, by the way. There's a fish. I chose this one because it's got just enough backbone that it's actually quite good at nymphing. That little bit of stiffness actually helps a good bit with strike detection. Yet it's got a pretty supple tip, so it's still fun with these modest-sized fish. If you like my videos and want to support me at all, I do have a coupon code for any rods or anything at all from Tenkara Rodco's website. That code is flickyflies, and you'll get 15% off a little bit of that money goes directly into my pocket and keeps me out here creating videos. Another beautiful little brown. Appreciate you, bud. I'd say there's gonna be some more fish to come out of this hole, so I'm gonna keep working it slowly. It's a very, very deep pocket, like I said, so there's definitely more than one fish chilling down there. To speak a tiny bit more about this rod, this is actually a zoom rod. This one has two lengths, 10.5 feet and 12 feet. 12 is kind of the de facto standard for Tenkara rods, it seems, and it's a good middle ground. It's long enough that you're going to get a lot of advantages out of a Tenkara rod, namely like reach and being able to reach out over currents and make nice presentations. But if you need to, you can drop it down to 10.5 feet instead if you're fishing some tighter quarters. It's nice to have one rod that has that much flexibility, and I'd say for that reason, and I think they'd probably agree with me, this rod is probably Tenkara Rodco's like best all-around rod. If you just wanted one rod to do everything, it can handle some bigger fish, but it still feels fun with modest sized fish and is just all around quite flexible. I was worried about the wind forecast before coming out here today, and it's definitely been pretty windy, but it comes in waves. It'll go from being nice and calm, easy fishing, to just a massive blast of air. But it's been very doable. Been able to fish in the lulls. Well, surprisingly, no more out of this hole. Let's go ahead and pack it up and keep on moving. Plenty of more awesome water to explore. There's that wind. That's the wind that was forecast. But it's all right, it's all good. We're fishing another beautiful hole. Really cool pocket water, some nice complex currents, some big boulders, some nice eddies, some places where some trout are going to be hanging out for sure. Let's find them. Here we go, here we go. Love this cast. Nope. Strike detection's a little harder when the wind is picking up like this. Just introduces more variables into my system here. Oh, a stick. Crap. Oh no, I don't want to blow this. I don't want to blow this up. Come on, baby. Pop off. That's not happening. Ah, man. I think the best looking stuff is in the big eddy right by the rock here. So I'm just going to kind of slowly move up, unhook my fly, and hopefully be able to make some more casts through here without spooking any potential fish in this zone. So let's go retrieve this fly and then do that. In and out pretty quick there. I'm trying to get my fly right along the edge. There we go, there we go. Oh, there was a bite. There was a bite, had a nibble. Good. We're right in the pocket, right in the eddy. Wow, I have never seen that before. I definitely hit it up against that rock when I cast in, and the tungsten bead just shattered and broke right off. Flies falling apart. That has never ever happened. All right, let's get a new Rainbow Warrior on. We're gonna stick with it, I think. It's been working for us. Okay, wow, the wind has shifted into another gear. We're getting some seriously strong gusts now. I'd say well over 30 mile an hour. And it's gonna make casting really tough. We got a little bit of a lull right now though. It's still coming and going. There's a fish. We can still get it done. I am, like, wind is my nemesis. I hate fishing in the wind, but on and off like this has not been bad at all. As long as we can keep getting into some more fish in this beautiful place. I mean, God, look at this pool here. Massive, massive hole. Rapids running right up against the rock face. Sheer cliff, just absolutely stunning. This place is just magical. We got ourselves another nice little brown. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Come here. You're not over yet? Oh, good fighter, good fighter. They've all been modestly sized, but the location, the beauty of these fish more than makes up for it. And I'm all alone. Haven't seen a single soul out here today. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Nice, pretty fish. Oh yeah. I think that might be the prettiest brown of the day. Check out those red spots towards the back end here. What a beauty. Oh, just saw a rise right in front of me. Nymph's about to come through right about now. Where you at, buddy? You still down there? Quick, leave me a comment. Let me know if I'm gonna catch another fish in here. But you better hurry up, because you know I'm going to. There he is. There he is. That was pretty cool. I actually could see him. I saw him flash down under there. It was actually a pretty slow take. And this looks to be a pretty decent sized brown here. Gosh, I just love a place that has awesome willing fish. Woo, it's so nice. And we lucked out with another lull in the wind. Good Lord, as I was releasing that last fish, it was like a freaking hurricane blowing through. White caps on a tiny creek. Super windy. Now, not so bad. We'll take it. All right. Go on, bud. Wait for it. Right along the cliff here. There's gonna be fish. Oh, there was a hit. I saw him rise up on it actually. They're loving this rainbow warrior today, and honestly pretty much every day. There we go. Oh, popped off. If you're picking one nymph, only one nymph for the rest of your life, what are you picking? I'll tell you what I'm picking. I'm picking a rainbow warrior. It's crazy that this flashy, gaudy fly works so well, like all the time. It's just wild. There we go. All right, that's probably the best hole of the day right here. They're just stacked. Such cool structure. I love the way these rapids just pop right up against that cliff. Got ourselves another beautifully patterned up brown trout. Another really promising hole here. Yeah, there we go. There's a submerged boulder right in the middle of this pool. This guy came off right from the front of it. I knew there was going to be a fish that came from that area. This guy's fighting really nice. This will be the biggest of the day right here. Oh yeah. Not quite ready. He's thinking about it though. Come on, bud. Perfect. Nice fish. Let's hit up at the head here again. Subtle bite. I let the indicator drop below the water surface, basically just bouncing that fly right along the bottom there. It's probably 3-4 feet deep here, and just barely saw my indicator kind of bounce a little bit, set the hook, and there he is. Bites are not always very obvious, and that's one of the big advantages of Tenkara in general, especially doing like tight line nymphing like this. A nice line, light line all throughout the system. You really have a pretty unparalleled level of sensitivity to detect subtle strikes just like that one. You know, this rod really is quite a lot of fun. It's not like one of Tenkara Rodico's lighter rods by any means, but it still has like a really fine tip. And yeah, these nice sized fish, you know, they put a good bend in it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Even a slightly stiffer Tenkara rod like this one, you know, I would argue you're still getting a good bit more battle out of fish this size than even some lightweight conventional Western fly rod and reel. I just love Tenkara. It's so much fun and effective. And we got ourselves a nice rainbow. Haven't had a rainbow in a little while. What a beautiful rainbow. Really colorful. Nice par marks. Thanks for playing, dude. Before you go, give me a few seconds to tell you about some cool stuff I have going on. Besides a YouTuber, I'm a nature photographer as well. Head over to my website at flickyflies.com to see a selection of my images available as high-quality prints. On my Patreon, you can support me directly from as little as $2 a month and receive perks such as watching my videos ad-free, behind-the-scenes content, personalized shoutouts at the end of every video, and more. Another easy way to support me is by shopping directly through the links or using the coupon codes found in the description below the like button. Filming my adventures is a labor of love, but it's something that I'd like to make a little more financially viable. Any extra support is extremely impactful and greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for being here. I'll catch you next time.